오늘 인터뷰 패널은 부시 미국 대통령 보좌관을 역임하신 다니엘 라피님입니다. 시청하시기 전에 이 인터뷰를 그리고 이 주제를 어떻게 다루게 되었는지 말씀을 드리고 싶은데요. 제가 요즘 교육 관련 여러 키워드를 다루고 있지 않습니까? 문해력, 사고력, 자존감, 이런 키워드를 가지고 여러 패널분들과 대화를 나누고 있는데요. 최근 인터뷰 영상에서도 나온 이야기지만 제 영상 대부분이 지금 최종 편집본이 10분에서 20분 사이인데 실제로 인터뷰를 진행하는 시간은 더 깁니다. 훨씬 깁니다. 아무래도 패널분들이 훨씬 더 세부적인 이야기들을 많이 해주세요. 그런데 지금까지 인터뷰를 진행하면서 중간 정리해서 말씀을 해드리자면요. 정말 요약해서 엑기스만 간단히 말씀을 드리면 문해력, 사고력, 자존감, 이게 결국 어떻게 키워지느냐, 아이들과의 의미 있는 대화를 통해서라는 것이었습니다. 대화와 질문을 주고받는 것만으로도 문해력, 사고력, 자존감이 키워진다는 거예요. 이게 무슨 말인지는 알겠는데 솔직히 안 믿겨진다라기보다는 감이 안 오는 거예요. 애랑 무슨 대화를 어디서 어떻게 하라는 건지. 그러다가 힌트가 될 만한 단서를 발견했습니다. 오늘 인터뷰 주인공인 다니엘 라피님 책에서요. 우리나라에도 수능 시험이 있는 것처럼 미국에도 SAT라는 대입 시험이 있지 않습니까? 여기 책에 이런 내용이 있더라고요. 재밌는 게 미국에서도 SAT 점수를 누가 잘 받을까 이렇게 예측하는 거에 대해서 되게 관심이 많나 봐요. 어떤 요소가 가장 중요할 것이라고 생각을 하시나요? 가족 간의 교류가 SAT 고득점과 가장 강한 비례 관계를 보였다고 합니다. IQ보다도 더 높은 상관관계를 가졌대요. 이쯤에서 궁금하시죠? 어떻게 교류해야 되는 건데? 오늘 인터뷰는 그것을 물어보는 내용입니다. 오늘 인터뷰는 다니엘 라피님과의 인터뷰 3탄이고요. 재밌게 보신 분은 1, 2편도 시청 부탁드리겠습니다. 혹시 잊어버리실 것 같으면 구독과 좋아요 눌러주시면 되고요. 인터뷰 보시죠.
In your book, Business Secret from the Bible, I love the part where you explain the correlation between SAT score and family communication. Can you please elaborate on it?
So this is the most difficult and at the same time one of the most valuable and most important things that parents can do for their children. It is also ultimately very enjoyable, and that is develop communication with their children. Now, my advice in order to get this going is that there should be one family meal per week. If you can do it more than once, so much the better.
At least one meal.
At least one meal that everybody in the family eats together. The parents come to that meal already prepared with topics of conversation, not asking the children questions about school, because that's not what children want to talk about. One of the things, for instance, that can happen at that once a week family meal is to tell the children stories of their ancestors, early life of the parents, life of the grandparents, so as that the children feel a connection to the family in the past. You might say that, hey, what do you think are some of the important things you might want to tell your children many years down in the future? What would you, and this opens up a conversation. Part of the conversation should revolve around financial things. So children should understand how money works and what things cost and how money is created, and to give the children a sense of confidence in their future ability. Very important thing that happens in these family conversations, and that is that you help the children get a feeling of limitlessness and of the infinite. That's really important, because the natural instinct is for people to feel everything is limited. The child doesn't get a huge box of candy. They get 2 pieces. And so children are accustomed to thinking in terms of limits. And yet, in order to be successful, it's very important to be able to erase limits in your mind, to delete limits. And so through conversation, the parents can help introduce the children to this idea they will not get anywhere else. Don't forget, in many countries, the message they're being given at school is there's not enough oil, There's not enough trees. There's not enough water. Everything is shortage.
Exactly.
And so it's really important to counter that, because that message makes it very hard for children to succeed in life.
Talk with your family, like you said.
I do. Yes, we usually do it on Friday night because that corresponds to our Sabbath. And we have children over and we discuss important ideas.
So did you prepare the topic or?
I always prepare the topic. So just to give you an idea, one of the questions is, can you keep a seat? Is it moral to keep a seat on a bus for a friend of yours who's getting on in another few stops? And meanwhile, there's people standing because there's no more seats and you're busy in a seat. Are you allowed to do that for your friend? What do you think? Why? If you think it should be allowed, then please tell me what you would explain to the people who are standing because they don't have seats. If you think it's not allowed, tell me what you're going to say to your friend when he gets on the bus and he hasn't got a seat and he says, I asked you to keep me a seat.
There is a correlation between SAT scores and family communication.
Oh, totally. Completely. Is it causation? I can't guarantee that, but the correlation is close to 100%.